think we are live. Yeah. Um, I don't want to take like too much time for this stream, like the last few, starting at like 3 or 7 minutes. So this time, I think I was just slightly better prepared in a sense. So what we're gonna do is that we are going to try to turn one of my OCs into like make a Spidersona of her essentially is what I hope to do. So we'll we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So let's just start. I have a few references. Um, I think one of my favorite spider-related characters is Gwen Stacy. So we're going to be using Gwen Stacy heavily as a reference. I have no idea what her design is gonna look like yet, but we'll just do a few relatively gestural stuff to get an idea of what I'd want her to look like. And then after that, we can like just do one full pose. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and also again, I apologize for my voice. Still a bit under the weather, but it'll be fine. It's too big. Sorry, I had to go and deal with something quickly. Okay, I think I have a rough idea of what she looked like. It, it's not too different from her current design as a character. So I feel like she'll still have like a hoodie on And then since we have a hoodie or something like that, her shorts. But then she'll have, trying to think of what kind of mask I should give her. So it's like, should I give her like a mask like this? And then let it cover up only the front part, and then her hair out like that. And yeah, I think that's okay. I just need to find like a pose to do to fill up this general space. Maybe no, actually no. I was gonna do expressions, but then I feel like the main idea should be the spider part. So I'm trying to see what pose works, because I just want to make it relatively quick. Yeah, so I think I'll just get the gesture down, something like that, and then her back like that. Her arm shoots forward like this. Actually, let's see. I realize that because most of my audience is in the West, the streams I do in the morning here aren't as viewed, I guess. But anyway, let's just continue. I feel like I should have made it bigger, but well, it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, let's just continue. It's fine. I mean, the live stream can be watched later anyway, so it's okay if no one joins. Let's see, shoe, like that. I think I'm second guessing the pose. Reference I'm using is very graphic, so I'm trying to break it down so that like it's an illustration, because well, nobody just does spider poses. But if this doesn't work out, it's fine. I mean, it was a sketch anyway. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so that's Makes sense. Hmm. I think that's an okay enough base, right? Yeah. So I think now I'll just like layer on the detail, I guess. Let's have a wink with one eye, and then this part goes up like that, like that. Then the musk reaches here, and her hair. Then the rest of her fit, so her hoodie will be somewhere. Okay, no, it'll be, I don't know, something like that. I think I should have used a lighter pencil to some extent. I think this would have been much easier to do digitally, but it's fine. Just, oh, well, not easier, but easier to edit, I guess. I think it's something that I should work on a little bit more, in my opinion. Like, do an actual page on, like, make a character design sheet of her. Let's see. I think this would be tilted more forwards. Yeah, so that's a quick sketch to start off the day, I guess. Actually, let's color this one in a little lightly. so that his hair is dark. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, I guess, for a relatively, I think that was like 10, 15 minutes at most. We can, don't know whether we should do more poses or, oh, that's cool. Do like a miniature version of this here. Something like that. But then her shoulders are here. This shoulder, the hood folding over there. Straight down. That. Yeah. Just end up drawing a ghost spider at this point. So let's just finish it, I guess. So her back will be where this hand is. Like that. So her body flows from here, going down. Okay. Her leg will be somewhere there. And this curves like that. Yeah, let's just draw ghost spider. That a hood in the wind or something because she's swinging on a web, and then bring that web in and add some color. So yeah, That's pretty cool. What else should we draw? Ooh, what if... Wait, no. I was going to say, like, what if Kimmy's wearing a hood? But then if she does, she'll just end up looking like Gwen Stacy anyway. Or we can do a close-up of sorts. Yeah, let's do a close-up of some kind. Yeah, so let's see. Like that. Uh, Her hood, where will her hood be? Let's rest her hood on, actually, wait, her neck would, something like that, that, yeah, neck first, like that. Yeah. And then this is where her hood would be. I think it should rest on her shoulders like that. Perfect. And come to the lower part of the torso. See. Actually, her hood would be lower around there. Oh yeah, you made it this time. Let's see. Okay, the hood will be here, which means a part of it would be there, I think. I think when I need to like redesign. Oh yeah, I'm still sick. It's been since like Sunday. So I'm hoping to be better by the weekend at least, because man, being sick sucks. I've not even been able to like go to the gym or anything. I think that's good enough. Well, maybe let's give the hoodie some strings like that. Okay, now I think we can work on her eyes. What style of eyes do I want for her actually? I did not think this through. 3 weeks is crazy. And also badminton is cool. I respect anyone who plays a sport. kind of mask is this? I'm trying to think of like the mechanics of like if she's wearing the mask. If it's a cloth, but her hair still shows. You know what? Let's not think logically here. Let's just I think the longest I've been sick was last year in January. I was sick for about a month. Because we live near an active construction site and they used sulfur dioxide to try and soften the rock that they were trying to dig. And then it affected, like, it gave me like a flu like this, but then for like a month. It was crazy. I think it was from January 15th to mid-February or something like that. I hated it. I hate being sick. And it's interesting, like, I get sick when I'm the most productive version of myself ever. Okay, I think this is cool, but we need to change the facial structure so that it reads more feminine than it does at the moment. And then soften this line a bit. Wow, that changed so much. Wow. That's so cool. Maybe it's that like her mask is connected to her bandana. Because does she wear the bandana over the mask? I don't know. I think the last time I tried making Spidersona was like 3 years ago and I couldn't draw, so it didn't even end up going anywhere. Or maybe, like, instead of it being a hoodie exactly, it's almost like a cropped hoodie. So this is her actual hand and not covered in spandex or whatever. And then, instead of this, I can give her like the spider symbol. I don't know what kind. There's so many different kinds. We can make one that goes up like that, just for now. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah. I can't believe Spider-Man has been my favorite superhero since I was a child, and I've still never really made a Spidersona. I don't know whether I'd make one of myself, which is why I'm making one of my OC. Should we try, let me see, an expression of sorts? Yeah, let's try because I want to fill like this blank space. Okay, so my current setup is a pile of boxes. It's a pile of boxes and two books. So a box from a random delivery that I got, a box for the mixer that I use, two boxes for my microphone that doesn't work anymore, and then a mystery book and an Alex Rider book. That is my current tripod. And then I'm using my iPad to record because my phone has horrible quality. Yeah, so that's the current setup. Um, I tried with the phone, it didn't work at all. The quality was so bad. So now I tried with the iPad the last few days because I think I've done like 3 streams in the last few days. So it's been really, really useful. I think it just restricts movement because I realize that I have my head close to the paper a lot when I draw. So I think it's helped me to like stay back a little bit as I draw. So it's nothing fancy, it's just a stack of boxes and books. I think with the iPad, it's like uh I don't know whether it's just the way the camera works internally, because it's like I'd say between here and here is like 1 foot, like maybe 1 foot. And then it's tilted at a weird angle as well, so I guess that helps. And it's not far actually. It's only like 2 inches off the box. So the camera is here, and then the rest of the iPad is on the box. Yes. So I don't know how I figured this out, but well, it works, and I like live streaming now. I was very nervous about it at first, for some odd reason, but then this made it so much easier. Yeah, so that's how the iPad is able to record like that. Expressions. What expression should we do? Yeah, this one looks funny. Uh, let's see. Something like that, and then her neck like that. Should I make it bigger? I think I should make it bigger. That seems to work. Yeah, it does take up a bit of time. But for me, I think doing it early in the morning and then at night, I think because a lot of my audience lives in Europe and the US, the ones at night make more sense, because people are like waking up. But doing these ones in the mornings, like late night, those sides. So it's not as convenient as just doing it, uh, you know, at night. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's supposed to be cropped, right? Okay. So her shoulders would be here. Yeah, so let's the eye like that. Like that. I think I like this style of eyes. Like it implies that it's almost closed, but it's not really closed. So I think as I develop this version of my character, yeah, but I don't know. I think once I was able, because I've always wanted to live stream, but using my computer in Clip Studio, since my computer is like super old, I think I even made a short about it. Then yes, about it. Yeah, so I need I need a new computer, so for now I'm just gonna use my iPad to stream. And yeah, the eyes seem relatively difficult for spider characters. But I think for me what I'm thinking about internally is like anatomy. Uh like internally is, let's see, this is where the eyes would be. And therefore this is where the entire eye socket would be in general. And so that's what I'm trying to use as a reference to gauge where I'd put the those parts of the eye, I guess, if that makes sense. And then also there's so many designs for the spider eyes. I think I made her neck too long. I'm just gonna erase that, sorry. Yeah, okay, so that should be it for that page. What else should I sketch? That was fun. That was very fun. I think this one is my favorite out of all of them. It just came out so well, much better than I thought it would. So I think giving her her own unique spider symbol, where the front legs are carved and the back legs are pointy, I guess. Yeah, or should we add one more before we move on to something else? One more expression. Let's see. Because it's only the eyes that are emoting. Let's see. Oh, and thank you. I think she is probably the only OC that I've drawn as many times as I have so far. I created her almost around this time last year. So she's, if you take someone like Sam Yang, Sam Does Arts, like his character Kara that he draws a lot. So this is like my version of Kara, or the way Ross draws has Nima or something like that. Like there's so many artists that have their key or main OC. So this is my main OC. She even has her own Instagram account. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, let's see. An expression. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Expression. Let's see. Because I want it to be something. Oh yeah. Who's your favorite OC? Oh, this could work. Let's see. It's kind of looking this way. something like that. Carve that. Let's shorten the head a little bit because like the tilt is. Oh, is it tilting up? I think it's tilting up. Oh wait, yeah. I think I've seen you post about that character before. Yes, I think I have seen you post about that character before. Good luck on the graphic novel. I I have a similar project that I want to do, but like making a graphic novel is not easy. And yeah, I guess the thing of like drawing your OC is just so satisfying. Because I have other OCs, but drawing Kimmy just makes more sense to me. Yeah, so on graphic novels, comics, all these things, they're not the easiest thing. The good thing I'd say about the thing I like about mine is that at least like this, the story is complete. Like the story is done. So that's the thing that I like about it. But otherwise, the art part is, oh my goodness. I'm not even, I think apart from the main character, no one else has been designed yet. But at least the story is done. But that's not really much because I think for me, story is the easiest thing in the world. Since I was, well, a writer before I was an artist. Like I've been writing for most of my life, and then started art like 3 years ago. Uh, so I need to log in on the art part of things. Let's see. Come from here. This turned out to be much more fun than I expected to be. Maybe an indentation for where her nose is. Then where her arm would be, like that. Then a hoodie, something like that. Totally graphic shape, like that. And then where the center line is, the weird spider symbol we decided to give her. Or something like that. Yeah, I understand the thing about wanting to hook the reader. I think for me is you have to make them care about the character, or you want to see like where the character is going. And so I feel like having, for me, what helps me at least is having like a chapter by chapter breakdown, so you can have like many ways of retaining the viewer's or reader's attention. So like for me, with this story, did I just forget the name of my own story? I think I just forgot the name. Oh my goodness, my mind just went blank. Oh my gosh. Wait. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I just forgot the name of my own. uh, I need to think. I need to think. Let's see. Because I drew the OC from that world. Uh, Grounded. Yes. Yes. Project Grounded. Yes. Project Grounded. Uh, so with Project Grounded, the idea is like an incident happens and she and her adopted sister have to flee. And in the midst of it, she, no, oh, C, Yana, spelled Xena, um, gets like powers of some sort. And then, her and her younger sister, adopted sister, get, well, adopted into a new family, stuff like that. Hello. And then every step of the way, there's like a whole story. I think I have 10 chapters of this story done. But anyway, every step of the way, there is something that makes you want to know, okay, then what happens next? So it's almost like unintentionally leaving every chapter at a cliffhanger, for example. Just giving the character a purpose enough to want for people to want to know how does this story end. And also, oh, thank you. I wouldn't even say I have an art style, but yes, this is okay. It's not my Spidersona. Okay, it's my OC's Spidersona, so to speak. So I have an original character. Her name is Kimmy, and I decided today to just make a Spidersona version of her. So this is her, I guess. Yeah, I've not yet made one for myself though, even if I should at some point. Yeah. And also it's cool that you've been studying the books of for writers and stuff. I don't think I've ever taken a book on writing. I guess I've just been writing long enough that you understand what's good and what's bad. But and then also coming to a place where because oh my gosh, I'm writing so much. I have a children's book that I'm working on, and I'll do a live stream on the weekend because I'm still designing the character for that book. He's such a cool character, I feel, from where he started to where he is. uh then I mean, I'll share a live stream and then we can like work on his posing together. He's an animal character that I really like because if you see like where he came from at first, it's insane. Yeah. But anyway, currently working on a novella. I think it's around 134 pages. It's a samurai ancient Japanese type of novella. It's about 40,000 words that I've finished. So I just need to do layout and publishing. Then I have a short story. It's about 8,000 words that I'm also just publishing and doing layout. And then the children's book. And then I have a bunch of world building projects, but those ones aren't becoming books. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we can try. What would you guys want me to sketch? I can open a fresh page if you give me a sec. Here's my tripod setup is weird. But I can open a fresh page and then you guys can let me know if you have anything that you'd want me to sketch. My handwriting is not that good. Oh, my handwriting is not that good, but thank you. But thank you. My handwriting is not as good, but thanks. Let's see. I'm trying to hold my camera without dropping my iPad. A frog. Okay, we'll sketch a frog. Let me just open a fresh page here, and then we'll sketch a frog. This was from yesterday's live stream, because I'm doing a challenge where I have like I'm rewatching every Disney film, all the way from Snow White till wherever I decide to stop, probably at The Princess and the Frog. And then I'll be doing a fan art from the movies that I watch. So yeah, I guess we're sketching a frog now. Let me just arrange myself here and see. I'm not sure if I can, if you describe your OC. Do you have your OC posted somewhere, like on a YouTube community page or something? Because if you have it posted on YouTube community page, I can look at them and then see what I can do. Okay, there we go. Fresh page. Okay, since you want me to sketch a frog, do you want me to sketch it in pencil or in pen? Because I'm fine with either. Of course, pen would be harder, but like, yeah, okay. So I'll check out the character in a minute, and then I'll see if I can do you justice by sketching them. Okay, pencil, perfect. Thank you for having mercy on me. Um, let's see, a frog, frog. Frogs are very interesting. I like frogs. I don't know some people who dislike them, honestly. Like, they're just chilling, you know? They're just existing. Frog. Can I even draw well, I've drawn frogs before, that's for sure. But it's been almost a year since then, so I'm not sure if my skills, match up. But we'll see. We'll see. Frogs. Let me just try like a very super quick, non-detailed sketch of a frog. And then we'll just see how it goes. Maybe we draw it doing something, like shooting its tongue out. Let's see if I can find something for that. Like a frog in action. Oh, and also, Quentin, if you're still here, which OC were you talking about? Because I see Olivia and Sora. So if you want me to sketch either of them, I'd like to know which one. And also, you guys can feel free to ask questions as I'm sketching our friend here, the frog. Oh, let's see. I think its mouth would be something like that. I think. Then something like that, I guess. Maybe it's catching or reaching for a fly or something. So its tongue would be curved here, I believe, and then something like that. Let's just draw a fly. I don't know how to draw a fly, but that makes sense. Okay, now let's move on to the body of the frog. Like that. I think okay, the arm would start about there, I think. Yeah, the arm will start around there. Any questions? Let's see. First of all, I understand the thing about like doing a Q&A and no one like putting in questions. It sucks so much. I hit 4,000 followers on Instagram yesterday, and like I did a Q&A thing, and they're still completely unanswered. But anyway, I think it's like, why do you draw? Why do you make art? What is your dream with art? Those are two separate questions. What's your favorite art medium and why? What are you scared of drawing and why? If you weren't an artist, what would you be? Let's see. What artists inspire you and why? I feel like I'm saying and why a lot, but you get the point. Is there anything in your life that is not related to art that helps or connects, that's connected to your art or inspires you to create? Like, for example, since I do boxing and Muay Thai, I look for a lot of dynamic drawings when I sketch. So is there something, I mean, you said you do badminton, so is there anything in your hobbies that influence your art in a way? Oh my god, I cannot draw frogs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, powerlifting is so sick. I have much respect for people who do powerlifting. I finally got back to the gym before I got sick. So it's Powerlifting, I have so much respect for people who do powerlifting because I've done Muay Thai and I've done boxing. But I think gym related stuff like gymnastics, and powerlifting and anything that, things like rock climbing, those things always fascinate me. Uh, but yeah, that's so cool. Like I feel inspired. If I think I'd like to be a rock climber. Actually, doing rock climbing sounds so cool. Even if it's just like the indoor kind, where you still get like the gains of training to be a rock climber, uh, without having to actually climb up a mountain or something. But we don't have any rock climbing places that I've seen here so far, unfortunately. But maybe one day. Yay, that is our frog. Uh, yeah, also, what which OC did you want me to sketch? Because there are two, as far as I can tell. There are two OCs. Oh, you've done it before. That's so cool. So there's Olivia and Sora, right? So which one would you prefer? We can do a quick sketch of them. Oh, okay, okay. Got you. Portrait. Mm, hmm. I'm trying to think of like, because I don't have a style of art, so I'm trying to think of a simple expression to use. Let's see. You know what? We'll just start sketching and hope for the best. And then also, I'm trying to think in my head how to like restructure the features so they make sense. Like the hair is so iconic, so I don't want to mess that up. And also, these are such cool OCs. Hmm. Ah, let's think. Maybe we'll do something simple. Like, let's see. You know what? Let's just start sketching, and then, I mean, since I'm using a pencil, I can always erase and start again, since we're here for a bit. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so at least there's pencil on paper. But since, as someone who wants to do animation, I feel like I can't just start without thinking of a general expression to give. So let's try something. Let's see. You have a face like that. Okay, at least let's give a general, what's it called? Structure for the face. Uh, hello, Willow. Welcome. Why is this giving me so much trouble? But I promise, once I get the expression, I'm gonna lock it. Because I don't just want to do like a default smile, because you know, you just like close the eyes and then, you know, make like a smile, but that's too simple in my opinion. So glad you like the frog. It was interesting sketching it. Uh, Actually, let me just look for references for the expression. What's up with me? Maybe you can do angry. Maybe. Let's try. Trying to do this. Let's give her a neck first. And shoulders. Seems to have like a necklace like that, based on what I'm seeing. And then she's wearing something, can't see much, but she's wearing something like this, I guess. I have no idea. Okay, that's just to give me a general scale of where to put things, like that. And then her hair. Okay, let's attack this somehow. I think I want to get the hair done first, so if I screw that up, the live stream ends. Okay, I'm joking. Okay. Okay, so something like that, and then comes down to around where her chin is, I'm assuming. Comes back up here, like that. It covers her eyes too, if I'm not wrong. So we'll just push that down. Let's see. In this part, oh my gosh, I can't draw braids for the life of me. But we'll try. I'm just trying to get a general that's flowing that way. this is flowing this way. So we're gonna cover part of her eyes. This is very complicated here. This is very complicated here. I applaud you for such a unique and interesting design. So cool. Oh yeah, forgot. Okay, that's why I don't show the ears, but I think having an ear here, then is that an earring? I think looks like one. Oh, welcome back. Okay, so this goes back like that, and here like that, and then it reaches a point on her like mid neck where it turns into a braid. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, the frog. Yeah, we finished the frog. I have thoughts on the frog that I shall not share. I feel like I could have done better, but there's always time for more frogs later. I feel like that's too squared off, no? And then her shoulder should be just a bit. Anyway, I'm just trying to sketch this as best I can. Let's see, angry expression, fast please. Her eyebrows are covered. Okay, her eyebrows are covered, so that makes it a bit harder to it's slightly harder, but it's fine. It's okay. Let's see. Someone in a froggy hoodie. Yeah, I think we'll do that here. That can be the last sketch of the day. I'll be doing these almost daily, so yeah, that should be fine. I think next time I'll find a way. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I think for the sake of expression, I'll just make the eyebrows slightly visible and her head is tilted. If her head is looking forward, her eyebrows should be around here. I'll just make her eyebrows. You know what? I don't know how I draw hair. If I was to be more clinical about it, I'd say it's a shape thing. Hair is all about shape to some extent. So like with this, for example, the shape of the hair is like that, like majorly like that, and then this braid thing, and then that's like the main shape of the hair, and then you just be as simplistic as possible, I guess. And then the rest is just like texture and details that don't really matter as much. The important thing is like I can tell the center, like where the roots of her hair are, based on what I'm seeing here. They're darker than the relatively much lighter hair, and there's specks of that as you get to the back of the hair. And those are things that you think about, and then also just breaking it down into chunks. And I need to work on portraits more. But anyway, let's finish the expression. I think, okay, she has a relatively regular sized nose and then larger lips, if I'm not wrong. So for the nose, so for disappointment or anger, the line of the lips will go up to down instead of staying straight. And then let's see, we can give her something like that. I think this is an earring, I believe. Oh yeah, so Quentin asked for me to draw the Rosie, so, or her Rosie. So I'm doing that actually. Yeah, so that's that's who I'm drawing. It took a while for me to like get to the point where, oh, thank you. Thank you. I really liked, yeah, that surprised me as well. The nose, yeah. I think I'm going to finish the eyes. Actually, let me get one of my other pencils so that I can erase. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is once I finish the eyes, I'm going to patch up the hair a little bit. I need to rework some stuff here. And then maybe add some semblance of very, very light shading, because I don't wanna mess it up. So if I mess it up, I apologize. So I think we'll have her looking this way. Yeah. Oh wait, which anatomy book is that you got? Because I have a bunch of books that I'm currently learning from. Can I show this? I think it should be on this page. Yeah, so I'm currently studying like anatomy and stuff like that. But I'm doing it in pen so that my mistakes stick out more to me. But yeah. Yeah, the book. But anyway, this, I think we'll have a look in this direction, which would mean that the eyes would start around, I'll try to get the eyes as even as possible, but to emphasize anger, I think the eyes should be much closer to the eyebrows. Much, much closer, like almost, actually, basically touching the eyebrow. And then this is more of disappointment. This is more of disappointment. I won't exactly call this an angry expression. I'd say it'd be more disappointed, unless we like really arch the and just soften some of these features, and then add shading to the lips. It's such a cool OC. By the way, what shows are you guys currently watching? Random question. let's add a little bit less cleanliness to the way this hair looks. And then bring it down more. Now that we have our eyebrows in, it's easier for us to overlay the hair on top lightly. Have I seen the show 9/11? I have not seen the show 9/11. Probably heard of it, I think. 9/11. Oh, okay. I think I have. Is it like the one? Oh, 911. 911. Oh, sorry. 911. Yeah. Yes. I have heard of 911. But I have not. But I've not. I've not watched it though. Maybe I should, because I think I've watched so many shows. But sometimes there's so many things on my watch list right now. Oh, that actually turned out much better than I initially thought it would. Maybe add some very light shading. I'm trying to be extremely gentle with this. Part of the face will be covered, the part of the face will be left like that, and then there'll be shading over here and like that. Yeah. So thank you for sharing your OC. I'll post it on the YouTube community page and tag you if you want. Yeah. A frog in a hoodie. Okay. Oh, trying to solve them before the main character. What did I do that with? I think I did that with the show called Sherlock. I did it with Sherlock. Yeah. It's such an amazing show. A frog in a hoodie. Let's see. Yes, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Thank you for joining. Sleep well. Good night. And you're welcome. Let's see. A frog in a hoodie. A frog in a hoodie. A frog in a hoodie. Come on. Did you draw a person in a frog hoodie? A person in a frog hoodie, or a frog in a hoodie. Someone in a hoodie that looks like a frog. So someone in a frog hoodie. Okay. That makes it so much easier. Let's see. Okay. What am I even looking for? I'm trying to think. Let's think. You know what? Let's not think. Let's just sketch. I need to move this slightly. because I'd want to use here, but it can't be seen too well. So I'll have to tilt this like that. Is that okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, just trying to mark like how much space do I have until there. Okay. A frog hoodie, let's see. So I think we'll do the hoodie part. You know what, let me use a bolder pencil. We'll put them inside the hoodie. Like that, and then like have their eyes peeking out of the hoodie. And then giant frog-like eyes for the hoodie. But since it's a hoodie, it'll have a very unnatural shape to it. We should do like a front view instead. We should do like a front view instead. And switch back to my other pencil. So have someone like this, and their face would be in here, whoever this person is. Okay, and then I'd say maybe let's draw the hood part, because they're inside the hoodie, and this is like the frog's mouth. So I mean, this part comes down like this, kinda, something like that. And just like construction lines existing for the sake of existing. And then let's. Oh no, it's not good. Let's see, like that, like that, like that, like that. Giant frog eyes. It kind of looks like the person is the tongue of the frog, I guess, if that makes sense. And then let's give them, let's make them smile. Or grin, for that matter. Let's make them grin. Let's give them earrings and some hair. Oh, welcome back. um, this is something unique I have never done before. So forgive me if it does not turn out the way that. Huh. That's the hood. Then, if you make it a big hoodie, then it would be. I'm trying to think. Anatomically, her shoulders would be like probably here. Where do we put the eyes? Let's put the eyes here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so. Oh, that actually turned out much better than I thought. Let's just make this separation more imminent. Erase that. Let's just. That's too boxy. If we tilt that down a bit, and then it's a big hoodie. Okay, let's. You know what? Just for the sake of completion, let's try give like a neckline of some sort. This is where the hoodie ends. But technically, her neck would be. Technically, her neck would be like here. So this is where her shoulders would be. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. And then we can pose it slightly. So have, since a big hoodie, there won't be any torso lines showing. Or, oh my god, I'm erasing so much. Or if her shoulders go up, like you can have something like that. So she's grinning. Or something. I don't know. Excitement, I guess. Oh, twinning with the drawing now. Let's go. Let's see. I think we should make the arms much bigger. Like that. I mean, oh, I should have done that earlier. Well, it's not perfect, that's for sure. But it's something. And that's what matters. So, that technically should be it. If you guys have any questions, any more questions, you can feel free to ask. But we're technically almost done. Basically done. That was fun. It was so much fun. As you ask your questions, let me just add a little bit of shading, like on one side. Makes it stick out a little bit more, kinda. And then also just re-emphasize where the hair of the character is and darken that a lot. I apologize, my cat is trying to break into my room and I won't let her. What got me into art? I think for me, what got me into art? So in 2023, I felt like everyone around me was just like so cracked at drawing. It wasn't true, but I felt like it. Like my mom could draw flowers, my sister could like do fashion stuff, my dad had always been technically an artist. But before that, I wasn't like creative in any way. I'm more of, even till now, okay, now I'm artistic. I'm artistic, that's for sure. But before, and still a lot of me right now, I am more of a science guy. So due to me being a science guy, there was no interest in art. But then, as I felt inferior to those around me, so to speak, for lack of a better word, I was like, you know what? Let me learn how to draw. How hard can it be? Spoiler alert, it was extremely, extremely difficult. So I picked up a pencil, 2020, end of 22, beginning of 2023, around there. Asked my mom for the cheap sketchbooks because it wasn't something serious. And then one thing led to another, and I started drawing. I started drawing from my imagination first, which is the worst thing you could ever do as a beginner artist. And then after that, I just kept going. I gave up so many times, like stopped drawing completely so many times. And then I um let's give this guy a nose. After the season of giving up, I got re-inspired in December of 2023 with the Disney December Challenge hosted by Amanda McFarlane, Whitney Paulette, and Lauren Barger. They are character artists who have worked with Disney, so they do like a Disney prompt challenge thing that I do every December. I'm sure you guys have seen me do that challenge over the past few years. And then I just got re-inspired and just kept drawing from then into 2024. 2024 into 2025, I think 2025 was really the first time that I started like digital art, like for real. End of 2024 to 2025. And then, yeah, excuse me. From then, I've basically been drawing for hours a day for over the last, at least since 2024. I think I spend a minimum of 2 to 3 hours drawing every day, even when I was finishing high school, even during exam season, even when I'd have an exam, I'd be drawing in the Uber on the way to the exam center. I'd draw when I wake up, I draw when I'm going to sleep, I'd join art challenges, make YouTube videos about art. And so I'd say what got me into art was jealousy, but what kept me doing art, um, I think, what kept me doing art? Okay, I'll answer a question that hasn't been asked is what kept me doing art is Disney and seeing digital artists online. I'm heavily inspired by artists like Aaron Blaze and Glen Keane. Those are like my heroes. And I'm obsessed with process. I'd say I'm a person who's obsessed with process. And so as a result, there's this whole playlist that I have on YouTube of like all the behind the scenes from all my favorite movies from Snow White till now. And so what I did is I just watched the behind the scenes. How do they do those camera movements and stuff like that? And then at some point, I think last year, was it last year? Yeah, last year I was like, I want to do this with my life. Like this, I want to be a character designer. I want to be an animator, a concept artist, a storyboard artist, illustrator, comic artist, the whole caliber of artists. This is what I want to do with my life. And so that's, well, what I'm pursuing now with preparing my portfolio and stuff for art school. So I have a lot of school I'm going to apply to, and then hopefully we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, that's essentially my art journey. There's a lot of like nitty gritty stuff of what I practice, how I practice, mistakes I made, etc. But for now, that's it. Yeah, I mean, getting into comics is cool. And it's hard to do. Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, everyone has a backstory of sorts, and everyone's backstory is unique. I wouldn't say that I'm a result of any form of talent. And then I think now, in terms of like the future, I just want to make the world a better place and tell stories and see my characters exist visually and help people through things. Like a lot of the future animation and movie projects I do have to do with mental health because psychology is a huge, huge interest of mine. And I've written research papers on the topic since I'm a science guy. I've written research papers on certain topics and I want to have those topics animated. So I turn them into short stories, and now they just need to be seen visually, among other things. I mean, I also want to work at cool studios and do cool stuff, but I think for me, it's all about hope. If I was to say, like, if there's one thing that I want to leave on this earth in 100 years after I'm gone, it's like hope of the future, which is why I think I'm stupidly optimistic about the future. You know, even like drawing while I'm sick or just saying, everything's gonna be okay and stuff like that. But that's just my personality and I can't help it because I used to be a pessimist and that was just hell. So yeah, that encapsulates my journey and my future in a short summary. And again, there's so many stuff in between, but that's basically it. Yeah, so that was such a cool sketching session. My gosh, I love that. I still think like my favorite is the Spidersona page, and then this frog and this OC. And then this also turned out so much better than I expected. I love it. So yeah, that technically should be it for today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. I really, really, really appreciate it. I didn't expect it to run this long. It's supposed to be 30 minutes long, and now it's been an hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, yeah, that's it. I'll do another. I'm doing these almost daily, so morning and evening, on random days. I don't know how the notifications are working or not working, but anyway, that should be it for this one. The next one will be drawing characters from Pinocchio. So after this, I have chores to do. Then I'm going to watch Pinocchio because it's movie number 2 on our list for our challenge. And then after that, we will draw Pinocchio in the evening on my time because right now it is 11:46 in the morning, so probably at like 9 in the evening. Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for joining finally after 3 missed live streams. It was so great to have you. Thank you so much for the drawing suggestions and the questions as well. And I hope that you have a great night ahead of you. So, yeah, thank you and goodbye.